Hey guys, thanks for being here and jumping in. We're out here at Crystal Police Department open house. We're currently out here in front of the police department. This is the West, well, technically this is New Hope's SWAT car. If you've seen it, this vehicle's out here. Can remember that in the front. Definitely reminds me of seeing this out in Wright County. And we had the 44-hour standoff. But, I don't know how well this is going to work inside. They are moved in. I did come up here for the initial opening. This used to be the entrance of the police department here where you'd go in, and then all this building is brand new. If you guys don't know, Crystal is handing out the steering wheel locks for anyone that's Kia or Hyundai vehicles. Most other agencies are doing that now.
Is that him up there? I saw it. I will, if I find somebody with a popsicle shirt on, I'll make sure. Oh, they got it. They got it. Paw Patrol?
So this is all the desk area that they have. With all their information here. I got pictures of all this last time I came up here.
Yes.
So they did not have their coffee last time I was here, but they have a little kitchen area now. This building, I believe, opened in the fall. It's kind of like a maze in here. So give you guys a view. So if you guys are familiar with the area, there's Homesteads Market. They've been here forever.
Yeah. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Deputy Chief, that's who, if you guys ever have public information, Deputy Chief Hubbard will handle all that.
Hi. How's it going? Good. How are you doing? Good. Uh-huh. Do you know the meter? Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, Mayor, right?
Yeah.
Jason, good to meet you. Independent
Jason.
journalist, so
Okay.
come up here all the time. Your department's great. One of the best that I've dealt with. So,
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of what they've done here.
this is a gorgeous building.
It's a gorgeous building. We've got some great employees.
Yeah.
We've been staffed. Yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I think that we've accomplished, especially in this climate.
And a lot of community work I've seen.
Yeah.
There's not, I can't say that about every agency, but there's certain, Crystal, New Hope's really good. Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center. Unfortunately, I was up in Brooklyn Park last night. There's homicide up there. And Crystal was up there as well. I think you guys we're bringing a drone.
Yeah, our drone went over there to help, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah. And even Wright County,
yeah.
that 44-hour standoff.
Oh, wow.
So, where else? The lady a couple years ago out in, I think you guys sent a car with 2 officers down in Prior Lake, I think it was. So,
I can't remember.
so
You're testing my memory.
I mean, there's so much that happens, right? Like I can't even get to all of it.
Right.
So, I get to see them all over. So it's great to have familiar faces
Yeah.
all over.
I suppose if you're always going to the events, you're seeing
Right.
I'd like to cover more of this. Unfortunately, like you said, it's
this is a little more positive.
well, it's I don't have to worry about dodging anything, right? So
Nice to see you again.
yeah, it's good seeing you.
Thank you.
It's good to meet you, Mayor.
You too.
Nice to see you guys.
You too, have a good day.
Yeah, the chief's down there.
Well, they just got command staff posted every corner, huh?
Well, we're just kind of divide and conquer space.
Is that a sample report of a CAD or?
No, that's the actual cat.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie, I'm Brian. Nice to meet you. How old are you? 9. Awesome.
Yes, he is in the storage room.
Yeah, that's
It's like your one guy that was in the storage room too. What happened to him?
Where's Annabelle?
She's already been through this. She's already seen it.
There she is.
So this is the briefing room. Do roll call. But I don't know. This is kind of the boring area, but I definitely wanted to show all you guys the station. I think it's kind of interesting. Now we'll go down to the fun parts where the police cars and all the equipment and the gear are. And then this is the evidence room, lockers and stuff for storage. And this is the area where you don't want to be. So when we came in, that's the garage door. Pull in here, got their gun locker.
Yeah, there's toilets. It's a toilet sink combo. Yeah. Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
The toilet sink combos, huh? If only every house was that efficient. So there's a toilet sink combo. Holding cell, of course, you get the camera in there to monitor, but definitely not a place you want to be.
And this whole area you can check out too.
Yeah, it's I was up here when you guys first opened, and
Yeah.
at least there's more stuff in
Yeah,
here
there's
now.
actual stuff in the cabinets. We have our computers up and running.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's good. I talked to Hubbard, and he's like, I'm like, is there anything that he's like, just try to be generic about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
fair enough,
Yeah.
fair enough. I mean, it is an open house, but it was great last time. But like you said, it was literally, I think they were still doing
Yeah.
the final construction walkthrough.
Yeah. Because we weren't even in yet for a few more weeks after that, but
Yeah.
finally. in.
Yeah, no, I think it's great too, because then people that can't get up here can see it too, right? And I'm glad they did a second one, but this is all the boring areas. I do like how they brought New Hope's SWAT car out
Yeah,
here to try and
it's cool.
compete with the fire department.
You gotta always compete. Yeah.
Because I actually have it out in Wright County. when they came out to help
Yeah.
out with this. So I got them actually riding the boards
I
as they
saw
were
that.
going back and
Yeah.
forth. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was me.
Yeah, I saw your stuff last night too.
Oh, did you up in Brooklyn Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is sad.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's
Turns
that's
out
just how it's going now.
16-year-old too. The brother just got there, I guess out of an Uber. Then mom got there. I mean, and then 2 a.m., right? I think around 2 a.m. or so, St. Paul.
They got him.
No, St. Guy had another homicide, 14th for St. Paul now.
Jeez.
So it's nonstop.
It's never ending. It's just gonna get worse and worse.
No,
Yeah. So
it's hard to hear out here though.
it's spreading everywhere.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean the radios make it hard to hear.
Oh yeah. No, I wish I kept it so I could hear when I'm not working and people could hear around here.
And it's the majority officers I've talked to
Yeah.
don't want it. They're like, we want people to know what's going
Yeah,
on.
exactly. So then you can tell the politicians what you're hearing and
And
try to get
that's
some stuff
the
changed.
point of going out and filming and letting people, because no mainstream coverage, I don't.
Of course not. No, they don't want it. They don't get money from it. They don't want to cover it.
They did St. Paul though. But I'm usually around this area a lot, so that's why I'm over here a lot more. And I honestly, the roads are better.
Yeah.
Because like when I go in St. Paul, and I just got done putting new CV axles in the front of my truck, I'm like, and I was looking at my shocks going, well, they're not bad yet,
Yeah. Exactly.
but probably next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the roads out here are way better. Wright County's pretty good. I got to go up north, like way up north.
Like the Ridge area or northern that?
Roseau,
Okay.
I got a story I'm working on up there. Brainerd Baxter, I've got a lot of people who want me to go up to Brainerd Baxter. I got a new chief in Brainerd, so I'll go up there and try and do some live stuff up there. I mean, it's just so hard because it spreads out. Like Wright County too, like a lot of people, and they're very open out in Wright County. They're like, they're like welcome anytime. In fact, I even did a ride along with one of the deputies out there, and he's like, "Are you live streaming it?" Or I'm like, "Well, no, because I don't." It's different when you do a ride along, right? Because when you have protected data
Yeah.
that you're allowing me to come with, I don't have to protect that data, but you guys have to protect that data. So it's like it's that weird like. There has to be a definite trust that I'm not going to turn the camera and film the screen. But it's not the point, right? And I don't really do that anyway, unless a cop, unless an officer's being a jerk to me, and then I walk over and film, like, hey, look, let's go, right? Like I don't. But yeah, and it's not the point, right? It just takes away from the entire scene. Like in Egan, when I was out there filming, that dude's threatening to shoot cops, and I talked to Egan, a couple sergeants with Egan PD after that, and they're like, well, I guess the guy, without giving me too much, the guy was threatening to call a bunch of like they said sovereign citizen, which I hate using that. It's an oxymoron, right? Like, and they're gonna come over and cause havoc and all that stuff, and I'm like, if you guys just watched my live stream.
Yeah. I know.
Like, and they're like, well, you're showing off officers' tactical positions. I'm like, if the dude looked out the window like he did and seen us all standing out here, I'm pretty sure he's seen the same thing that I was seeing, right? Like, and then they're like, well, we also got told that you were broadcasting the radio information. I'm like, you guys were on MTAC too, and I was on your mains. I wasn't even until you made me leave.
Yeah.
Then I switched over to MTAC too because, fair is fair. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And, I'm like, we're not enemies out here.
No.
We're definitely not enemies. I'm not in your way if you ask me to move.
Yeah.
Like I had a couple of one of your sergeants ask me one night, they're like, how do you, we're all encrypted, how do you know where we were at? I'm like, I'm not a detective,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you guys drive these cars. They're painted black and white,
Yeah.
got these bright flashing red and blue lights, and they make this loud noise.
Yeah.
Not hard to find out.
It's not.
Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's interesting because like this open house is. That's why I'm glad you redid it, because when I went out to Ramsey County, I actually got pushed out of the building.
Oh,
Yeah,
wonderful.
by Under Sheriff Mike Martin.
Oh.
Grabbed my camera and tripod and everything. I'm like,
I don't get it. I don't get why people
I'm
are
like,
so upset about it.
it's an open house, dude. Isn't this the place to bridge the gap?
Yeah, and show everyone that can't come.
I mean, this is not the most glorifying, but this is where you don't want to ever go,
Oh, yeah.
right? You don't ever want to be here.
Yeah.
Even if you work here, you really probably don't want to
No,
come in.
I hate sitting in here waiting with people, but,
Yeah.
you know.
At least they gave you some color. The cabinets have some gray to them. You know,
Yeah.
you got some black
And in that
countertops.
bag, you know,
You
that's
got
a nice bag.
you got a nice bag there. It's super high end.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, and that's the thing. It's like the point is to show the public what's going on.
Yeah.
And I always tell everyone, don't make yourself the story.
Yeah.
Or wave. Say
Yeah.
thanks for being here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first interaction I had with you guys was, I don't know if it was the first, but close to the first was when they were landing the helicopters over at the airport. That
Yeah.
I think they gave you guys like a 5-minute notice, going, "Hey, so we're landing National Guard at the Crystal Airport, and we need you guys there." And you're like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah.
And then I was in the area. I'm like, that's not a normal helicopter for Crystal Airport. So
Yeah.
then I go over there and I start filming them, and then the curfew thing, and I'm like, I'm not gonna push it too far because I know the curb lines. I can pull up the but I'll stand here by the stop sign. I'm not going over to 81.
Yeah.
You know, and after a whole conversation, you know, it was great because I was able to get all that. Now, granted, was I giving people heads up that they were coming? I think we knew the National Guard was coming.
Yeah, it's not that hard to see.
And
Yeah.
so, what if it was coming from here or MSP or like they were coming?
Yeah.
And most of the residents in St. Paul wanted the National Guard.
Yeah.
It was the people not doing things that were very, you know, beyond protesting that didn't want anyone there, including us after a while.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't because we were filming everything, and unfortunately, if you committed a crime, that was on camera too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm gonna get the fun stuff downstairs. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I appreciate you're here,
Hey, I am not offended at all.
but yeah, this is not the most glorious place to be.
No, it's not.
But like I said, they got you some color.
A little bit.
You know, you taking pictures of anyone or no?
I mean, I can, yeah, but I mean, no one's really asked. They usually just take it on their phone.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Be fun though.
Yeah, I know.
Get some mug shots, you know, while you're here.
Yeah.
All right, you have a good one.
I'll see ya.
Just came to check on you.
All right. I don't know how well the stream is going to work downstairs, but
But did you see how?
so this is what Crystal PD was bringing up to us this last night in the search for the shooting suspect.
Well, let's look at some other stuff.
Here they got their gear all set up. Let me know how the signal is because we were in the basement. How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Not too bad. Always loved the retired ambulances.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It works.
Yeah,
And you know, it's not like it gets driven like an ambulance, so
right, yeah. It's still got all the whistles and bells and
oh,
all that good stuff on it.
change out the inside a little bit and different gear and you're good to go.
Yeah, so in the back we have our communications, SWAT teams, communication radios and stuff like that. And then they have all their equipment back there
Yeah.
and stuff, and then all the equipment's inside the side doors and stuff.
It's all the fun stuff down here.
Yeah, exactly,
I
yeah.
walked around upstairs, I'm like, yeah, this is cool, it's great to see, but it's, you know, kind of boring. At least you got more stuff in the booking area.
Yeah.
Because when I came up here the first time,
Yeah,
that was pretty sparse.
I meant, yeah, it was pretty bad, yeah. Yeah, they've really changed it around good.
I think the toilet sink combo is the highlight of that whole area.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been really nice that we had the ability to go.
Oh,
It's
it's.
been a process for a long time.
I was watching a lot of it, and it needed to happen, and
Yeah.
and not only the way I see it, it wasn't just built for the next like 10 years. They literally built this for a long
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah,
if you're gonna spend the money, might as well do it, not have to do it again.
yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. We need more room for garage space and stuff like that because we couldn't get many vehicles in the other one. I think we can get like at least 10 or 15 in here.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, which is nice. It's really good here, stuff like that. More storage space and place to put stuff. Yeah, it's really nice.
Is that the car that was in a pit? Because I always talk about that you guys are one of the few agencies that can.
Yeah,
Uh,
that we can fit, yeah.
Yeah, you guys, let's see, Crystal PD came out, was it 2 years ago now, I think? Drove all the way out. I think it was a DEA, was chasing some people out of Minneapolis.
Yeah,
And Crystal came over and ended up doing the pit out in Plymouth at 55 and 101 Puny Lane, right in that area.
yeah.
But they do save the car quite a bit, don't they?
Oh yeah. And those bumpers are pretty well easy to fix again, so it's
Yeah, pop the side off, pop a new one on, couple brackets, you're good to go.
yeah.
A lot cheaper than how much the cars cost today.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's nice to have the old push bumpers and stuff.
Yeah. And then you guys got your own reserve vehicle now, huh?
Yeah. We've had ATV here that's been with us for about I would say good 3 years now. We use these for the parks, take them around the parks and stuff for the summer events. It's a lot better to use this in the parks than it is with the squad cars. So we take this around the parks, like, especially when we have our open house, like at the Crystal Open House, Frolics.
Oh, yeah, I bet the
You know,
Frolics are.
Yeah. So we can use this to go back and forth to different parks and stuff like that. We haul water. We do haul medical. Somebody's heat stroke or anything, we can take them and get them to closer to the station to get an ambulance to pick them up and stuff like that.
A lot easier to maneuver crowds.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. We use it for like crowd control in case there's like so that they know that we can get through the crowds quicker, on the grass and stuff like that. And, comes in handy, that's for sure.
Definitely. You guys got anything out in the parking lot or no?
We have
Back
maybe,
here?
just our few squads.
Oh, just normal stuff?
Yeah, and that.
And then you guys got your own reserve car
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, we got our own reserve car. We use that for our summer events a lot, which are always coming up into the May through August.
I like that you guys have it a little bit different than,
Yeah.
because some agencies
they
just
don't-
take regular patrol cars out and
Yeah.
But-
We got this from our chief,
Yeah.
Sir Old Squad, and we have basically all the same things. We do patrols, we do summer events, we do medical calls, everything like that. Yeah, keeps us.
well, it's nice because you guys you're close enough to still be affiliated, but
Yeah.
defined enough that you're not an officer. And the only
Yeah.
reason I say that is because obviously it's a safety factor for you guys
Yeah,
too,
it is.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We used to be able to go solo with ourselves, but if you're a sergeant up, but now with all the crime going on, we have to go to reserves in a squad. But
it's a lot
we
safer.
try to get our hours in like once a month. Try to get at least 8 hours in a month.
So do they ask for a certain amount of hours for a reserve?
It's $100 per year.
Okay.
They just then we just do whatever we have to do with something. They want you to try to put your at least 8 hours a month.
Okay.
In patrolling and stuff like that.
So like a shift, you know, you
Yeah.
go out for an 8-hour shift once a month or so.
Yeah.
They, you guys have Explorers, right?
We did. We don't now.
No.
Yeah, we used to have the program, but I guess it's not panning out because I guess with all the stuff going on, so
Is it just lack of interest, maybe, or
that and I think a lot of the kids are kind of scared, you know, that
Something's
some
going
stuff
on.
going on. And, yeah.
parents too?
Yeah, but hopefully in the future we'll get that built back up. Right now, we're trying to recruit more reserves too, because of all the rest of our events. You know, we keep busy
Oh yeah.
pretty much. And
Small city, but a lot of stuff goes on here.
lots of stuff, and it's and like I said, we're like eyes and ears for the cops. So we're out there patrolling. We help them out. And a lot with all the petty stuff that they don't have to worry about. Like stolen bikes or just animal complaints and stuff like that. So we're kind of like the CSOs.
Yeah. So you guys basically free up for major stuff for the officers.
Yeah.
Which I think is a huge benefit.
Yeah.
Because like last night in Brooklyn Park when they had the homicide up there,
Yeah.
all their squads were there.
Yeah.
I mean, and they were bringing in you guys for a drone, but turns out the suspect fled in a vehicle, so there wasn't much to
do it.
There's no need for a canine, no need for a drone,
Yeah.
but
But we keep pretty busy helping out, and like I said, the officers really appreciate it, because they don't have to worry about the petty stuff. They can just take care of the main stuff. Comes in handy.
yeah, all that paperwork is always fun.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, paperwork's always fun. I can give you a card if you're interested. If anybody that's interested in joining reserves, we're looking for recruits.
Do you have to live in the city or?
No, you don't have to live in the city. You just have to be 18, and then you just they give you a pamphlet to fill out online, and then fill it out, and then they give you an interview, and then so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'll if anyone's interested in, I'll let them know.
Okay, cool.
Oh, the puppy dog. That's the star of the show. The whole show right there.
Yeah, that is.
The dogs are always, doesn't matter what scene you're on, when you see the dog, it's the star of the show right there.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
So, I'm Jason.
Oh, I'm Harold. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you around.
Okay, you bet. Take care.
So we got a ballistic shield, battering ram, helmets, AED, trunk tray. So again, if you guys have watched my channel, you see what it's like inside the squads. But then, always the star of the show right there. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the open house today. Do have a couple chargers. Check the comments here. Yeah, I don't have any information on both suspects for last night. For St. Paul or Brooklyn Park. Capital transparency, I will not get kicked out of here. Crystal Police Department is not Ramsey County Sheriff's Department, so just wanted to come in, show you guys what what it is up here. This is Crystal Police Department, Crystal, Minnesota, and yeah, I just wanted to show you what it's like when you come to an open house. And if you guys couldn't get out here into the city of Crystal, oh, here's another car. Didn't even notice this guy. But yeah, I wanted to show you what happens and what kind of relationship I have with the majority of agencies. So I appreciate everyone for being here and tuning in. Jason with Minnesota News Now, out.